We have been brewing here for 40 years, and we have the moniker of New Zealand's oldest microbrew pub. But in addition to that, the Shakespeare's been around for 120 years, so it's always been either a pub or a restaurant or a hotel, and we've always had that amount of history behind the label, and that's really nice. I think, though, one of the things that really does set us apart is that because we are such a small batch brewery, everything is done by hand, from the labeling to the bottling. There's extra care taken in, step by step, to every little thing we do, and you know, all of it is really carefully executed and has a lot of care going into it. We have relatively small batches, all things considered, about 1,200 liters a batch, and the recipe is the same every time we follow it, and we go through the same processes, but with sort of small batch beer making, you do get a slight variance between batch to batch. None of it is so overwhelming that it would be impossible to know that, you know, oh, this isn't a lover, I am drinking a lover, but it can have slight variance, and that, I think, is some of the charm of craft beer and working in a microbrewery. You know, we have a 6 beer, but our latest one, the Duke, which was an old recipe that got revived sometime last year under the leadership of our old brewer, Abby. She, you know, was kind of fetching through the original brewer's recipe book, and he used to have quite a few recipes on hand. She found one of the old ones and decided to bring it back for a bit of a holiday. I can't quite remember. I think it was Beer Fest she brought it back for, and it ended up being really popular, so we went on and continued to brew it. The little variance that we have between batch to batch, I think, is also what makes it a bit interesting. You know, it's kind of the nature of the beast when you're doing sort of this craft and microbrewery stuff. For me, as the brewer, it's really fun to be like, oh wow, this one, you know, the citrus elements are kind of really coming through on this one, while the other one, yeah, some of the malt kind of took the forefront to it, and it still kind of lands in the same ballpark, and still has that sort of, yeah, this is definitely the bastard IPA, but you know, it's fun, it's different, it has its variance, which I think makes it really interesting and unique. Stylistically, I like all of the beers that we have, and prior to coming on to being the brewer here, I did enjoy the selection that was here, and the fact that they did make 6 different beers I thought was really nice. And the fact that that you could come in and order a flight and taste all of them was something really exciting that I think is not something that you get too often at a pub. We just happen to also be a microbrewery on top of a pub.